Hello, hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. Good to see you all hanging out in chat. Malkavian24, Glug Glug Glug, Dozy Lion, Zero Max, Los Riantos. If you're still here, then have a great night. Thanks for popping by. But get some sleep, friend. It's important. The Rosa Hammer. Hello, hello. Hey, people guy. Ristona. Chekhov the Chemist. And everybody else who's hanging on out. Hope you're having a lovely day. It's a good day to be here in the Spire. How's it going, Petroleum Crusader? Hog, cheese, and geese. Hello, hello.
4 months of support. We are extremely impressed.
Chekhov the Chemist, thank you so much for those 4 months of Tier 1 support. Greatly appreciate the continued council funding in return. Enjoy that renewed smug sense of superiority.
Commander, we've just received the support of another council
And
member.
hot on Chekhov's Tales, Limeaze. Thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub. When life gives you limes, make limeaze. Welcome to the council, enjoy those emotes and the community. Can I help with your chemistry homework? Probably. Probably. It's likely that I remember the subject matter being covered. If it's anything in the high school to early college range. Be a fun thing to live stream, right? Live stream chemistry tutoring. Let's see, where was I? I had a thought and I lost that thought. Oh yeah, cheese and geese. You just reminded me that our community game for the month of November has been dictated even, to be the Untitled Goose Game. Maybe one day they'll give it a title, but until that day, I'll be here playing it, which is going to happen 1 week from yesterday, so next Saturday, or this upcoming Saturday, or however, on Saturday, I'll be playing Untitled Goose Game live on Twitch, and it'll probably be pretty wild. It'll be a honking good time. Best game in gaming history. I hope so. I hope so. Perhaps I'll become a full-time Untitled Goose Game streamer. Seems likely, in fact. Should probably just preemptively announce that. I have a new smaller water bottle now. It's easier to consume water from. So I think it is an upgrade. So today in the Spire, we have some new characters to look at. Starting with the Artiste, I think is the one that I am most interested in checking out. Downloaded 3 character mods. It's been a long time since we've had mods featured on Sunday. And there's a reason for that. That reason is called the beta branch. Most mods do not work on the beta branch. And in fact, to get these characters to even boot up, I had to revert our copy of Slay the Spire to the main branch. So for today's runs, we're operating back off of the old July patch. So we've got old Calling Bell, old Fire Breathing, old Boss Relic pools. Shop relics are going to cost 200 gold and all that. And that's fine, because we're mostly here to check out these new characters and their cards and interactions and such. How do you get mods? You can get mods through the Steam Workshop. If you've got a copy of the game on Steam, no scope the Pope, then you have the ability to mod it. If you're running off of any console version, I don't think it's possible. But on Steam anyway, if you go to the community hub for Slay the Spire, you can find the workshop. And from there, you simply need to subscribe to any mods you'd like to try out. It's remarkably easy to do, thankfully, through Steam Workshop. The July patch thing's gonna throw me off. I'm gonna be upset when I see Ori as a boss relic reward. This is the big one, I think. I'm gonna be upset about that. I've been liking Ori so much more now that it's a shop relic. Just need your transient kill. Ooh, who would I say is the most reliable character to kill transient with? I think you're most likely to find success with some sort of infinite using Ironclad. Dropkick Infinite's one of the easiest to assemble. I think that's a little more reliable than doing a Catalyst Poison Silent, but I'm not sure. How do you turn the beta branch on Steam? Got quick little instructions for that. Just for you, No Scope the Pope. But the long and short of it is you go to Properties on Slay the Spire, click over to the Betas tab, and then select to be on the beta branch from there. Also, just as easy as getting mods going, the beta branch is very simple to do, fortunately. Though if you want to keep your save progression, you'll need to manually transfer over the files. And the instructions on how to do that are also in that link in chat there. Ironclad has a 10-card starting deck, which is the same as Defect, whereas Silent has a 12-card starting deck. It does mean that Ironclad, if you're going with like card removal strategies to get an infinite combo going, you can do this with like Flash of Steel, Dropkick, a couple other things. Even, you can't go infinite with Rampage, but Flash of Steel and Dropkick are your best candidates on Ironclad, paired with either a dual wield or a double tap or something that lets you, or just having 2 copies of it in the first place. Exhaust cards if you need to shrink down, that sort of thing. And then from there, you just have to hope that you encounter Transient. The sad, unfortunate truth of it is that even if you have a deck that can kill Transient, you're not guaranteed to encounter the Transient. And that can be a little bit disappointing if you whiff there. So it definitely requires some RNG in your favor. Definitely requires some RNG in your favor. Let's go more way on. Infinite discards Silent. Wow. I do not assemble those very frequently myself. They're very fun, but they are hard to get going. They are definitely hard to get going. So to add mods, No Scope the Pope, if you go to the Steam Workshop page for Slay the Spire, and then just it should have all the mods listed, and you find ones that seem interesting, click subscribe. And then when you boot up Spire, you want to select Play with Mods. And from there you'll be able to select which of the mods that you're subscribed to you actually want to boot. Not always want to boot all your mods at the same time for Spire, as it gets a little out of control. A lot of the time. How's it going? Is La Cruz Modded Fun Day? Indeed, we're going to be checking out some character mods today. And I think we'll be diving right on into things with the Artiste, a painter on a new mission. Was looking briefly at this character before stream started, and I really like what I see. I've gone ahead and edited my save file so that I can start this run right away on Ascension 15. Traditionally have done A15 heart runs for the first try of a new character, and it's usually gone pretty well. Sometimes we get there, sometimes we don't. The Artiste has the starting relic of a bent brush. The first time we paint each combat, paint one more of that color. You need to select both base mod and STS library in addition to the character. No Scope the Pope when you're booting up Mod the Spire. Pretty much you should have base mod and STS lib selected and installed for everything else that you're modding. They're like the foundation that you put other mods on top of. So you'll almost assuredly need them no matter what you're doing. Let's dive on into this, shall we? Hello again. So here are our starting options. And here's our starting deck. Got 4 striking strokes. Deal 6 damage. 4 pallet parries. Strikes and defense. So do 6 damage, gain 5 block. 1 brush bash. Deals 10 damage and paints 1 red. Which upgrades to deal 14 damage. So 2 energy plus 4. Feels pretty on par for a 2 energy starter deck attack. And then Darken Drawing, which says darken the canvas. And we'll see exactly what that does pretty shortly. What starts do I want to have? Transform is good, potions are good. Don't think it's a good idea to trade, for the first ever run of a new character, trading the boss relic is a little bit questionable. How artistically foreboding, right? Better question, how many elites can I fight? Let's take a transform. I'm going to take the 1 transform rather than the 2, although I could do 2 and then remove a card at the shop. Go with a 1 transform, I think. And we're going to try to fight maybe just a couple of elites. I can go an early shop into 2 elites, 4 fires. That feels really good. Okay. Transform one of our strikes into a common color copy. Choose 0 cost, choose 1 color to paint on your canvas. This upgrades to retain. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, do I want to go to that shop? I do. So, here's the Artiste's, like, really cool mechanic, which is the palette. The giant blank painting that sits in the background of every single combat that we paint colors onto as part of combat. Although I didn't draw any of my painting cards, so I'm just gonna block this turn. If you subscribe to anything on the Steam Workshop, Mob the Spire should get automatically downloaded for you. No scope. Yeah, the energy, I love the multicolored energy, right? Isn't that cool? Alright. Choose a color on your canvas to paint. And when I paint 1 more. So let's see what color copy does here. Wait, what? Oh, on my... Oh! I understand. No, I misunderstood what that does. Well, I have punted that card. That's okay. Yeah, I didn't have any color on my canvas. I understood it as choose a color and then paint that to your canvas. But no, I'm painting a color that I already have on the canvas. Okay, well, let's get some red on there then. Brush Bash says, paint 1 red, and we painted 1 additional red with the bent brush, so there's now 2 red splashes of paint on our painting. So the canvas says we can paint colors onto the canvas, right-click to add a painting based on the canvas into your hand. So if I right-click it, we can turn the painting into a card that we immediately add to our hand. Mortal Comb, deal 8 damage for 0 energy. So here's our painting. The exact one that we just made on the canvas is now a dynamically created card with dynamically created card art and card properties based on the colors that we put on our palette.
Commander, we've just received the support of another council
And this
member.
then becomes the main mechanic of the artist character. Her whole shtick is that she is dynamically creating cards as a fight goes on. Fat graphic, by the way. And so that card sticks around. Mortal Comb is in the discard pile, and we can draw it again next time we go through the deck. And I'm sure as we go through the run, our painting ability will get a lot more refined, and we'll create beautiful, complicated masterpieces. But for now, I'm just going to take a ton of damage to the slime fight. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, isn't that a cool mechanic? I think it's a really, really interesting way to do a character. Oh, it's called color copy, of course. Yes, copy a color. Durr. I understand. Yes, copy one of the colors you already have. Yeah, this was made by Vex, who has created several other mods for Slay the Spire. I believe the creator of Thornton as well. Oh, you're so welcome, Claude Dupre. Thank you so much for those kind words. Glad you're able to tune in live. And glad to hear that you're enjoying the VODs. So, Blue Burst gives us the ability to paint blue, which grants us block. And Aqua Annoyance gives us the ability to paint aqua, which applies weak. I wonder how many colors there are. I actually don't know. Do I want a block card? Well, I mean, we probably want to taking a block card to get us more colors. Do I want to do weaken or just flat block? I think I want to do flat block right now. So give me Blue Burst. At the end of your turn, paint one red. Reddening Rampage. Upgrades to probably to 1 cost? Yes. Another color copy. Pink Paint. Gain 3 temp HP. Paint a pink. Pink is a color that grants temporary health. Temporary hit points is a mechanic used by a number of Spire mods. It's essentially retaining block, is one way to look at it. Anytime you would lose health, you instead lose temporary health first. So it also blocks any effect that would go through your block. What's this one called? Consummate Conflagration. Exhaust all your paintings. Deal 6 damage to a random enemy for each painting exhausted. And then upgrades to retain and have better text block arrangement, apparently. It's so much better looking when you upgrade it. Cursed Clash. Deal 5 damage and apply 2 Cursed. Cursed creatures lose hit points equal to their curse at the start of your turn. So it's kind of like poison, but it doesn't decay. Seems like the artist has a number of cards that apply this curse effect. I'm not sure what I want out of this store. I have no idea how good Reddening Rampage is as a baseline evaluation. Not a clue. Maybe we could take a Flex Potion, and that gives me the power to bonk an elite. It's kind of like Infinite Blades for 2 cost is the way I'm looking at this, but not quite. It's not true at all, actually, because it creates a reusable card. Man, paintings are weird. I don't know how to evaluate them. I guess we just try it. Let's try it. Give you a relic. I paid like 3 current health for 7 max health? That's a good deal. That's a pretty good deal. Each red is 4 damage, that's right. I don't know the exact effects of each color. Some blue. So blue is 3 block per blue. And then the neat thing about the canvas is that we get to, like, retain, essentially, the colors that we put on there. So we can use them as stored effects for later. Kind of, it's somewhat similar to the Bard's note mechanic, but there's a more of a planning ahead thing. How's it going, Probs? Class looks complicated as fuck. No, I don't think so. Truthfully. So let's make more blue. So currently we can make a fat graphic. Love the name of that. Which will give us 9 block because there's 3 blue on it. Or we can darken the canvas. Darkening increases both the cost and effectiveness of the painting. So we're creating a 0 cost 9 block card. If we darken it, it gets darker and becomes an 18 block 1 cost card, which I will put into my hand. him the old brush bash. Turn that Steve burying into a 4 damage attack. Finish off there. Purple Pain. Apply 2 cursed, paint 1 purple. Purple applies cursed. So apply cursed and then get more cursed. Clear Chroma. What do these upgrade to, by the way? You upgrade to 4 cursed. So that's 4 damage per turn. Pretty comparable to like a deadly poison, I think would be the way I'd look at this. So if I'm fighting Hexaghost, I should consider it. Fighting Slime Boss, so I'm not going to consider it. Clear Chroma. If your palette is clear, paint a random color. If chromatic. Chromatic effect of a card activates if the canvas contains exactly 2 colors. Exactly 2 colors. If you look at the last step of the beta branch instructions that I've got on that link, no scope, that should help you transfer your progress over. You have to copy the contents of your preferences folder into your beta preferences folder in your Slay the Spire directory. Exactly 2 colors, interesting. So, kind of a conditional card for painting stuff. Or Sweeping Sadness, gain 10 block, apply 3 cursed. That's a really interesting card. This is both scaling damage and block in the same card. Not many cards do that. I'm gonna try it. Take the Sweeping Sadness. Give me some blue! I like that so much. Yes, give me the 0-cost 6 block card. Got our auto painter going. More red. There's 3 red on there right now. Could cash that in for 12 damage. Or I can make it much more than that. See, if I darken the drawing, this will become a 32 damage attack. Right? Yeah, 32 damage for 1 energy. Because it darkening seems to double. And then we can KO like that. Power Potion. Good stuff. Blue Bruise. At the end of your turn, paint 1 blue. So that would be the block equivalent to our red painting power. Prismatic Puncture. Deal 3 damage and draw 1 card for every... And draw 1 card, excuse me, for every color on the canvas. That is a lot of cards. That is a powerful card draw card. The damage seems mostly irrelevant. That is just drawing so much. Or Chroma Clash. Crash. Deal 7 damage, chromatic, gain an energy, and draw a card. So if you have exactly 2 colors on the palette, gain an energy, draw a card. I like another power that paints for us, and I like that it's painting blue. Yeah, it sounds like every unique color. That's what I think as well. Does it deal 3 damage multiple times? I think so. Like it would scale with strength multiple times? I believe so. Oh, you're so welcome, No Scope the Pope. Glad you were able to, hope you enjoy. Yeah, blue and red just generates dash every turn. I would like a dash every turn. That sounds great. And I think I'm going to make the blue one cheaper. Let's see, making dark and drawing 0 cost is pretty good. Routine is okay. Upgrade Blue Bruise. And Fight and Elite. Registered Lack. Does it do damage? Lose hit points. Okay, so Curse loses hit points. So let's get our palette colored on up here. We're guaranteed drawing Blue Bruise. So I'm going to make a really strong card. That's my current intention. Put more red on it. So currently we have a 16 damage 3-block card. And I can make that double. And if I wait, I can make it even stronger. Let's wait. So it's currently 40 damage and 12 block. That's pretty strong. And I can Blue Burst to make it stronger. I can also darken it again to increase its cost and effectiveness further. So now it's 2 cost to deal 60 damage, gain 18 block. Okay. That's a pretty strong card. It's a pretty strong card. Sad I didn't draw a Sweeping Sadness here. Hopping. I'm hopping mad. So we can cash these in for a little bit. And then we're mostly just hoping to redraw our original painting. We've cursed our opponent, causing it to lose 3 health every turn, which is represented by purple on the health bar. That's kind of cool. We didn't get the registered lack back. The devastation. So currently 12 and 6. Disaster. There you are. Alright, we made some pretty strong cards there. I'm curious to see how they will continue to evolve. At the end of your turn, paint 1 random color for each... You huffer. Paint 1 color for each painting played this turn. Interesting. So paintings are the cards you generate from your colors. So the more of them you're playing, the more colors you'll get. It's an interesting one. I could see this being really strong in a very card spammy kind of deck. Dual Dash, gain 7 block. Apply 1 weak if you have exactly 2 colors. Or another 5 damage to Cursed. This might be a skip. We seem to be leaning towards playing 1 big, strong painting. At least that's what really worked against Lagavulin. I think I skip here. Luigi's Waiter. Excuse me. You seem to be struggling a little bit to block. Probably have to rest at the next fire. Get some red painted. Can likely cash all this red in for a lot of damage when we need it. Give that man some curse. Probably meant to generate and play the attack so that I had a chance to redraw it there. At this point, though, we want to darken it. Almost assuredly. Where's my smoke bomb? More red. Brush Bash to generate more red, so this does 20 damage. And then the curse gets him. Just barely enough output there. Getting occasional buffer. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is happening? Why is it happening? Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Thought my internet was supposed to be working. But I see that my bitrate is freaking the heck out. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. So you might need to do a reboot. Only get 0 kill. Solid for the last couple minutes. I just went down to 0 kilobytes per second for like 30 seconds. So that should have been a total interruption in stream. Currently looking like we're running at 1/4 normal bitrate, which Streamlabs OBS is dynamically altering so that we shouldn't be losing frames too often. But is definitely not supposed to do that. Definitely not supposed to do that. Keep an eye on that. Treasure Trove. It's like a Hello World, but uncommon. Start your turn at a random uncommon card into your hand. Notably, unlike Hello World, this can create a lot of Oh, hold on. Well, okay, so Treasure Trove seems cool. What does this upgrade to? An 8? No, 0 cost. I feel like it should upgrade to an 8, so it's like Hello World. Double Draw, though, caught my eye. Deal 3 damage twice, put a random painting from your discard pile into your hand. So we create a super powerful painting, and a Double Draw lets us play that again, which seems a little absurd. Upgrades to Retain and deal 4 twice. Well, I'm gonna take that. For sure. For sure. And a Regal Pillow right before I rest. Perfect. Heal an additional 15 health when we rest. Beautiful. Beautiful. Basement. Into our hand. So I can double draw the card I create this turn. Don't want to darken it. Get our Reddening Rampage in play here. Put some curse on this nerd. Some more curse on this nerd. So this should be a 32 damage card? Yeah. Scrubbing. 2 for 1. And then we can double draw it. Oh, he's dead. The aliens! Sooner K, thank you so much for those 5 months of Tier 1 support. Greatly appreciate that renewed council funding. In return, enjoy the renewed smug sense of superiority. Apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies, and then if clear, paint a red. Upgrades to 2 vulnerable to all enemies. Interesting. With our powerful attacks, that's a really good way for us to scale up our damage. It's a really good way for us to scale up our damage. I don't like the source, though. 1 energy for 1 or 2 vulnerable to all enemies is not very favorable compared to, let's say, Trip, but I mean, it's better than not having vulnerable, that's for sure. So I might just take it here. And our goal is to paint the town red. In a very literal sense. Let's try it. Her imprisonment. This feels like I want to explosive potion here. But I gotta think about it for a second. If I red razzing and then brush bash, I can kill...
Commander, one
Wait.
of our most valued supporters says continued support of the XCOM.
Thunderous Knights, thank you so much for those 10 hecking months of Tier 1 support. That is an awfully long time, getting close to a year there. Ridiculously appreciated. And thanks for being here. Ridiculously appreciated, and thanks for being here. Yeah, I gotta need more blue? I think so. So if I red razzing, brush bash, I should be able to take out 2 of them. Nice spicy meat sauce. This is a modded character, so not an official one. We're going to be checking out several modded characters today. I think I can get through this only taking 7 and keep the explosive potion. So let's do that. We have 2 red currently.
Excellent work, Commander. This council is pleased
Still
to see
you.
our continued support of this project has been worthwhile.
Read that. Kill you. Take 6. Keep the potion.
Excellent work, Commander.
Oh my goodness, is that a subtrain? What is happening?
To see our continued support of this project has been
Wolf Boy, thank you so much for the 2 months of Twitch Prime support. Greatly appreciate that continued council funding. In return, enjoy the renewed smug sense of superiority. And right on their tail, Robin Trilliums. Thank you so much for one-upping Wolf Boy with 3 months of Twitch Prime support. That's a shiny new blue defect energy badge for you and a heightened smug sense of superiority for the both of you. Thank you so much for that support. Should get some waffle love in the chat for all the ridiculous sub-generosity at the start of stream here today. Double Demolition. Deal 6 damage to all enemies twice. And if you have 2 colors, paint 1 more of both. Interesting. Magenta Madness applies 1 vulnerable and paints magenta, which applies vulnerable. Okay, so probably have an easier way to get vulnerable with magenta, then maybe I don't feel good about red razzing in retrospect, but we'll keep it. We'll keep it. Seeing a lot of the same cards. She should have a card pool that's the same size as the other characters. I'm gonna definitely upgrade Double Draw for the retain on it. Yo dog, I heard you like vulnerable. But do you like the Welsh? That is the question. So this should get blocked by Artifact, I think. Yes. But I want to use a power potion here. I don't think so. Not with our blue power in play on turn 1. Should be fine. May end up needing to cash in that blue power right now, though. Or some block. Yeah, I can make 6 block with the thingy. I think we're going to need the explosive potion. I'm going to use that now. Just feels necessary. So is that a skill? Yeah, it is a skill. Okay, so it does create appropriately either an attack or a skill card, depending on what have you. Let's see, do I want to play red razzing here? I think so. Give me another block card here. Oh, parry. Friction. Paint another red. That to strip the artifacts and get the red down. Plus it makes this striking stroke do more damage. We can also play double draw, but then we'll get back a block card that I don't need. Vivid blues and reds. Ooh, Sweeping Sadness is nice to have on this turn. As is Blue Burst. So we get a 4 damage, 6 block card. And then let's put the curse on the one with the highest health. That may not be a good idea, but I'm doing it. I wonder if I can craft powers. Good question. I have no idea. I haven't got a clue.
Commander, one of our most valued supporters, says continued support of the XCOM project.
Trinnaman82, thank you so much for those 6 months Twitch Prime support. Greatly appreciate that. Long-standing council support. And I hope you enjoy the renewed smug sense of superiority. Hey, we got some of our previous cards back. And a Brush Bash. So we can currently create a 16 damage 6 block card. Let's wait a little bit. It'll get better. Starting Relic gives me the canvas? No, the Starting Relic simply gives me an additional copy of the first color that I paint onto the canvas. The canvas itself is a core class mechanic to the artist and cannot be removed, much like defect orb slots are part of the character and not an effect of any relic. I think it's a good comparison point there. So, can I get that one back? No. Got back her friction. That curse has been chipping away this century. Every turn, doing decent number. Nothing amazing, but... Duvu Doll. For each curse in our deck, start combat with 1 strength. Cool. So we have a point of strength now, which will make a double draw do significantly more damage, and will benefit our fairly attack-focused damage output for the moment. Whoa, rainbow? Color. Paints. Paint 1 rainbow. If clear, paint 2 rainbow instead. Baneful Bucket. If you have exactly 2 cards, double the amount of paint on the canvas. So if we have both red and blue, maybe we can just like go red-blue as our colors. And it's very basic, but it seems like it might work really well. So this upgrades to 1 cost. Rainbow Reality upgrades to 0 cost. I have no idea what rainbow does. What does it mean? What does it mean, magenta? Paint 1 magenta, gain 1 strong. That's a way to get some strength scaling. I'm gonna take the Baneful Bucket. That's gonna really work. It's like a catalyst for paint, which we can do some very silly things with. It says it paints. It does paint. It does paints. Whenever you draw painting, deal 4 damage to all enemies. At your turn, paint 1 blue. At your turn, paint 1 green. Green draws cards. Interesting. Let's get more blue on the field here. What does Darkening do? Darkening makes the painting that you create from your palette cost 1 more energy and have twice the effect. It's pretty good. I'm gonna make the strongest attack that ever was. Okay, so I can currently create a 32 damage, 18 block card, and I can double draw it to get it back. That seems pretty good. It's the card the card called Tap Whistling. That's a good enough card. We wanna play that before we reshuffle the draw pile for sure. So give me that. Give me that. Hey, we got tap whistling and double draw in the same hand again. So I'm just gonna murder that slime. Got him. Double the amount of paint on the... Oh my. So we color copy, put more red, double the amount of paint on the canvas, darken the drawing, and then create his Law. Deal 64 damage, gain a lot of block. And we chunk the slime. GG. GG. If the music is being weird, try refreshing your stream. That might help a bit. My bitrate is being all wonky, too, so that might have something to do with it. I am the Law. Apply 2 vulnerable to all enemies, paint 2 magenta. 3 vulnerable upgrades. Okay, so this character has much better ways to get vulnerable than the card I picked. Red Razzing, which I'm now no longer feeling as good about. Gain 6 block, paint 3 blue, or 9 and 4. Or a good rare block card here. Or Glorious Gallery. Put all paintings from your draw pile into your hand. Put all paintings from your discard pile into your hand. Oh, it's another painting manipulation card. I think I like that one most. Tell me this upgrades to 0 cost. It does! Give me that. Give me that. Oh. Pyramids. Oh, that's not fair. Give me Runic Pyramid with this character? At the end of your turn, you no longer discard your hand? That's right, Magenta for Vuln does not fit our red-blue thing. That might be okay. The Eternal Feather is here again as a boss relic. Because we're playing on not the Beta Wrench, in order to get the character mods to work. Or Runic Dome, gain energy at the start of our turn, but we can't see enemy intents. Heck no, give me that Pyramid. Feels like Retain will make this character very strong. Very strong indeed. Although I do a little bit regret the upgrade on Double Draw now, but that's okay. That's okay. Shops galore. We have almost 300 gold, so we should probably go to one. How do I feel about elites this act? Let's fight the 2 in the back half of the act. That seems pretty reasonable. So we go through this shop, we go through that shop. My Industry. Oh yeah, we retain, so... Well, that's awfully nice. Let's see, that's only 9 block. Could use that to get Reddening Rampage in play. What if I use Ancient Potion to block this Frail we're about to have? I think I do. We don't care so much about Hex, but we do care about this Frail. Blocking? Yeah, now we're in trouble. Gonna attack us for tons of return. I might need to get my pinning back this turn. In fact, I suspect that I do. Double the amount of paint on the canvas. Perfect. Okay, so this creates a 24 damage 12 block card that I can play twice with double draw. Or I can darken it. And then it's a 48 damage 24 block card that I can play again next turn. Seems good. Oh wait, yeah, we got it back. Johnny talking! Boop! The booping. How's it going, Sir Van Buren? You're looking at the Artist, a modded character who dynamically creates cards in combat. Chosen colors. Add a copy of the canvas into your hand. So another way to duplicate the super powerful card we're creating? I think I like that one a lot. Play the top card of your draw pile. If it's a painting, play this again. Huh. Insane inspiration. It's 0 cost, chosen colors upgrades too. 0 cost. This character seems like she has a lot of cards that get cheaper with upgrades. Which probably means that Toxic Egg is really strong on this character. I have a Duvu doll. But I also have a Runic Pyramid. Do I really want to Writhe? I can remove it almost immediately. Alright. A Art of War Runic Pyramid. That was probably worth it. If we play no attacks during our turn, we get 1 additional energy on the next turn. And you better believe I'll look at one of 20 cards. Can you go infinite with Insane Inspiration? Good question. If your draw pile contains only... paintings, what would happen, I wonder? A card from discard pile on top of your draw pile. Purple Purpose. Vivacious Virescence. Paint green and a yellow. Draws cards, gains energy. Oh man. Oh, but the energy generating cards exhaust. Or at least the yellow aspect of the card exhausts. A lot of ways to paint a bunch of colors. I'm thinking maybe just chosen color again, or maybe color copy. Give us more of the same. We need ways to get more stuff onto the canvas too. I think we have enough canvas duplication effects. Exhaust a random card in your hand? Can't look at the upgrades from here. It could just be another Blue Burst. Take another Blue Burst. And we said we wanted to go to that shop. Move all strikes, receive 5 bites. Taste of the Rainbow. Taste the bites? What does Aqua do? Aqua adds a weaken effect to the palette. The colors we've seen so far are red is damage, blue is block, aqua is weaken, magenta is vulnerable, yellow gives us energy, green gives us card draw, and purple applies curse. So 7 colors so far. I'm gonna take this, I think. We're going up by 2 cards, and we're losing 22 max health, but then we have Runic Pyramid Bites, which means we can stay at full health pretty often. Oh hey, it's a Toxic Egg. Whenever you add a skill to your deck, it is upgraded. Or we can Dolly's Mirror or something to create an additional copy of something. Baneful Bucket. Could remove the curse, but it means not buying Toxic Egg. I'm gonna buy the Toxic Egg. Super gonna buy the Toxic Egg. You're Fishmonger. Oh. Well, I guess I am Fishmonger. So we get a 4th energy this turn because we didn't play any attacks. Nom nom nom. You can Dolly's Mirror Cinder's Bane. Yes, you can. if you so desire. So I should get a Ayor Fishmonger if I play Chosen Colors here. But let's double the amount of paint first. Yes, so I just get that, and then I can create another one if I want, though. Wow. That is pretty absurd in terms of how good it is. That is pretty absurd. I wonder how well I'm able to stall for bite value. I have no idea. Unfortunately. I've got a clue. Given that we're automatically painting red, it seems hard to not do damage while we're blocking. Interesting. Let's see what I can make happen here. Probably a little bit worried. Yeah, I'm currently a little bit worried. Getting frailed there was rough. Still 30 damage. Get out of this fight. Please and thank you. Gain 10 block, chromatic apply 1 week. That is 10 block for 1 energy. That feels good. Darker Danger. Gain 6 block, and if clear, darken the canvas. I'll take the dual dash. Gives us a little bit of weaken apply. Goes well with our Art of War, goes well with our Runic Pyramid. Said we wanted to go this way. Burst upgrades to 9 block. That upgrades to 0 cost. Getting some 0 cost upgrades would be really appreciated right now. So let us do that. Locate Chosen Colors for now. Step. I mean step. I'm worried that I need to Swift Potion here, with 2 curses in my opening hand. Gonna be frail next turn and looking at 24 damage. Yeah. Wanted the extra blue there so that we could block better. So this is only a 6 block card currently. Get a little bit of difficulty on the first couple of turns. Is class running into archetype exclusivity issues? Not at all from what I've seen of you, the Fox. The very nature of the canvas means you're very much encouraged to splash all sorts of colors onto it. And that seems to be working pretty well. So we can replay this art card a bunch of times. Currently have no space in our hand. Let us... There's almost no reason to play a block. Blah. Blah. 4 damage and 4 block. And then I can put that back into my hand and try that again. Okay, we got lucky that it chose not to attack me here. More blue, please, and thank you. Just get this out of my hand. I should have played that first, though, of course. Okay, so I can't get any red onto the canvas to trigger my chromatic colors at the moment. That's not good. That's not good at all. Alright, well... generate that. Play it. Glorious Gallery will turn both it and the other one. Is that lying to me about how much block it's going to give? I think it is. Yeah, they are, because I'm frail. It'll be less than that. It's a lie. Filthy lie. Like, constantly on the back foot here. Not good. So I should be looking to end this fight pretty shortly here. So I need to get red on the canvas to be able to do anything. So I think I have to play Reddening Rampage. I guess I should upgrade this. Yeah, now we can do some crazy stuff. Blue burst. Blue burst. Double the amount of paint. Put a copy of the canvas into my hand. And that lets me use the canvas without actually getting rid of the canvas. Which is particularly good. Huh. Okay, so we're struggling at the moment, but we're getting there. If I make a copy of the canvas, then add more art, more paint, does it retroactively improve the copy? It shouldn't, no. The card once generated, I believe, stays the same. Wait, pink? Oh yeah, we saw this color. Pink grants temporary hit points, so there's at least 8 colors. Horrid Harvest. If this deals unblocked damage to a cursed enemy, paint 1 pink. Yellow Yearning. Gain an energy, paint a yellow. Interesting. Or Crushing Canvas. Deal additional damage for all our paintings. I think I pass here. We're sticking with our 2 colors, and we like them a lot. Bottled Lightning lets us have a skill card in our opening hand. There's a couple of really good options. Or skill card to start with. Sweeping Sadness is interesting. Something to just get an extra color onto the field would be good too. Are they all alliterative? I think they might be. I haven't actually noticed that until you pointed it out, but I believe, yes, every card is named alliteratively. Alliteratively. They, yeah, something to get. Maybe just a blue burst. We can also take our Sapphire Key. We take that. I'm going to try to not... We're going to upgrade our Reddening Rampage here. Okay, if we're lucky, we can go to full health from this fight. If we're lucky. That's the goal here, anyway. Which means I need to take out the Centurion fairly quickly. And I need to not die to the Centurion fairly quickly, either. Yikes. A little bit terrifying. Okay, we need to force... Man, Mystic's buffing twice in a row. That is very scary. We have a turn here. Is there a chance to get Reddening Rampage down? I think I'm not going to want to play Reddening Rampage in this fight, though. Just want to KO Centurion quickly. Currently, what, 2 red on here? Yeah, it's 2 red on there. My Brush Bash. There's 3 red, deal 12. We'd need a blue to make a copy anyway. Alright, I'm gonna darken the canvas, which makes it stronger. Stronger version of what it already is. So it's now 24 damage for 1 energy. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. And I can KO the Centurion here with a weird play. Truthfully. I don't have room in hand for my painting. So I'm gonna play Chosen Colors, which does nothing, just to discard it. Create this embarrassing piece of art. Play it once. Get it back with double draw. I can actually bite to kill. Do that. Okay, from here, the goal is now to bite the Mystic until we're at full health. Good luck to us. I'm going to hit her with Embarrassing so that she doesn't keep buffing her strength too much. Really want to get more blue on the field here. So this enormous amount of blue will allow us to block pretty well. She's gonna keep doing that until I bite her. That's right. An 18 block. Hard. Let the biting commence. Definitely don't want to apply Cursed to her. Get rid of that. One, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. What? Where's? What happens if I hit 4? If I press 4, I'm selecting Embarrassing, which still has 8 over. Oh wait, we can see there's a 4 and an 8 overlaid over it. Embarrassing is both the 4th card and the 8th card in my hand, and either hotkey selects it. And it's taking up 2 spots in the hand. I've never seen that bug before. That's so cool. What? If I hover over deck, it should fix it. No? That's so weird. Yeah, wouldn't it be cool to have cards that like actually take up multiple spots in the hand? Oh, that's so weird. I'm gonna play that so that it stops taking up 2 spots in my hand, I guess. It seemed like it fixed things. But why? So strange. Might be here a while in this particular combat, but I assure you that it will be worth it. Massive pass. I don't know why that tickles me, but it does. pass so hard. Yeah, want to buy discard or exhaust, right? Yes, please. We are gaining health, though. Just like twice more through the deck and we'll be good here. I pass massively. Alright, before I bite the Mystic to death, what does this card do? Oh, that's a... that's a pretty good card. That's a pretty good card. I'm gonna let that sit there. Deal 8 damage to all enemies twice and paint one more of both of our colors. Apply 2 weaken to all enemies. Paint 1 blue. They're both pretty sweet. Indigo Incapacitation. Particular, I like. Take the Indigo Incapacitation for the AoE weaken. Could be useful, you never know. Oh god. Might perish in this fight. Darken my empty canvas. Sure glad I bited up to full in that last one, good lord. Can't help but notice a distinct lack of any sort of actual color in our first 2 hands here. This might be a short run. Might be a short run. Darkening the canvas makes the art on the canvas more powerful. Doubling its effect, but also increasing its cost by 1. And you can do this multiple times. To have a 2, 3, or probably even more cost painting. I think I need to bite you twice. Might actually just die next turn. Because we're vulnerable here. We're in grave danger. Well, the good news is I'm not dead this turn. And I'm not vulnerable next turn. Cursed is like kind of like poison, but it doesn't decay. It is, an enemy that's cursed loses that much health at the end of every turn. I think we need to get our double colors down, but I won't be able to play the painted card next turn if it's an attack. Maybe I can kill the red guy this turn. Let me think about that for a second. Oh, but we darkened our painting. So this will paint 2 red. And that will then generate a 16 damage. Goes to 24 damage. Yes, I can kill the I can kill the red guy this turn if I commit all 3 of my energy to offense. And then survive with a block potion. Yeah, there's quite a few poison variants. That is true. So refusing merely to 16, so 24, and then I double draw and I get it back. I can also kill the front guy, right? Maybe I want to do that. I'm weakened. Hold on, I'm weakened. What is my actual damage output here? 20. Plus 6 times 2. but I can't play it again, so no. Like this. 5 hit points. And then fail to block on this turn, I think. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't have chromatic, but I can double blue burst. Got a lot of block to work with. That's 9 more. That's plenty. And then I can get Rending Rampage in play. I think we're alright. But are we, though? What are we? I think we're okay. Kind of a slow fighting style we have at the moment. Here we go. There's currently 1 blue and 2 red on the painting. We can double that, and then double that again. We can also bite the heck out of our foes here. Also get our painting back. All of them. Okay. So let's double the amount of paint. Put a copy of our canvas into our hand, called Knitting. Put a copy of our canvas into our hand, also called Knitting. You can always get those back. Okay, so now the question is, how many bites can we play? That is the question. Probably only a few more, as the piles, every pile, is slowly filling up with wounds here. Make some room. Artiste concerning. Yeah, I agree with that. Well, fun and games until knitting starts taking up 2 slots in your hand for no reason. And then when I play it, it does indeed stop taking up 2 slots in the hand. That is such a weird glitch. I don't know what to make of that one. I don't know what to make of that one at all. Pair! Gives us 10 much-needed max health. Paint a random color, draw 2 cards. Retain, paint 1 pink and 1 purple. What does this upgrade to? Deal 11 damage, exhaust a card in your hand. You know what? I think I would like to be able to do that. Although, do I have the upgrade space available to dedicate to that is the immediate question. Not really. Not really. I'm gonna upgrade and find another elite. Anything other than Tri-Slavers seems like it's a lot more manageable. Hopefully. Though I won't lie to you, we might die. We might die. Upgrade the Sweeping Sadness for a bit more, A block and scaling damage. Okay. That 6 block right now? Yeah. Not gonna play the bite, because it means 1 less energy next turn. I've been pretty consistently drawing a Sender's Bane on turn 1, and that's been hard. It's been hard. What does Glorious Gallery do? Glorious Gallery puts all of our painting cards. So anything that we created from our palette, it finds all the ones in the discard pile, all the ones in the draw pile, and puts them all into our hand. Which is very strong. Filthy strong, in fact. I think we're red razzing. Do I paint this painting? I think I do. So that red razzing gives me a red here. Quick! Okay, we apply 1 week because we have chromatic. Get another Art of War turn. And next turn I think we can have a pretty successful turn. Yeah. That looks like a good turn to me. Looks like a really good turn to me. So I can get some very powerful block cards into my hand here, especially if we darken the canvas. This will become 18 block. Will I switch between modded characters today? Yes, we're going to check out a different modded character next called the Hayseed, I think is his name. And that one should be pretty fun to check out. Wait, no, don't do that. Just give me a copy of it. Like so. Surround. 10 damage, 24 block. Double the amount of paint on the canvas. So this is gonna be it's already giving me 30 block. So let's put more red on it, and then double the amount of paint on the canvas. And then we have a 32 damage and 60 block card called Surround that will play. And I should be able to get that back with Glorious Gallery, maybe. But my hand might be too full. My hand is too full. Bit of a problem with the Glorious Gallery here. It'll give me one of these cards, but I have no idea which one, and which one is pretty important right now. Are any of the modded characters remotely balanced? Some are, Negator Rep. It's very difficult to do, to balance a modded character. And most of the characters feel like they're a little bit stronger than the vanilla ones, but not by a huge margin, most of the time. Not by a huge margin, most of the time. Let's see, those are 1 costs, so let's block once, then play Glorious Gallery. Oh good, I got Surround. Both are called Surround. Got this one. Good stuff. Very good stuff. Alright, we managed to survive. We got ourselves an old coin for $300 dues. And more things that paint cards that colors that aren't red or blue. I wonder if we're supposed to be incorporating things that aren't red or blue. Recently got Marissa up to A19, which was about as tough for you as getting talent that high. That makes sense. I've heard Marissa's pretty well done. Yeah, consider like how much had to change with Watcher's development cycle. And I think that gives a good idea of just how much goes into making a character properly balanced. It is not easy. Probably gonna just rest to full here, huh? Let's do that. I'm okay losing out on 1 upgrade here. I really would like to get rid of Writhe in this deck. Let's get our colors going. Early Blue Brews. continue to strip artifact. Trigger Art of War this time. We get our Baneful Bucket stolen, which is good. And our Glorious Gallery, our painting multiplying cards. Let us strip the remaining artifacts here. Dark increases the cost of the paintings, yeah. That's why I haven't darkened right now. Okay, we can apply Weaken to make that more manageable. Oftentimes just stalling for a turn to get Art of War to proc here, so that I can have a better follow-up turn. Get our red going. Might be time to make a copy of the current canvas. But my plan is definitely to have one big doubling with Baneful Bucket here. So let's go... stall for one more turn. Oh, we're on Hyper Beam already. Neat. Well, that's just fine by me, because this card deals 12 damage and gains 18 block, as it stands. And we can do much better than that. Who's going bonkersick? You're witnessing a work of art being painted. Get more damage on that thing. So... I can't kill the guy before I get my whatchamacallit, right? 18, not quite. No, not quite. So we have to play Chosen Colors first. Okay, so give me a 16 damage, 18 block card. We'll play that. And I'll get it back. And play it again. Then I'll double the amount of paint on the canvas. So we have a 32 damage, 36 block card that we can generate. I can darken it, and that would make it twice that as well. Let's do that. So 64 damage, 72 block for 1 energy. Boop! The boopening. We have 3 paintings, no, 2 paintings in the discard pile. So I can go bite, bite, Glorious Gallery, return these to my hand. I'd like to find my vulnerable before I do that again, though. I can be smoking sweetly. Here's my red razzing. 99 damage. Ka-chunk. The Runic has definitely been holding me back. I think as we get more energy, it'll feel a lot less painful. But it has definitely been a struggle. It has definitely been a struggle. The feeling is mutual, Mr. Bronze Automaton. Oak. Okay, not too bad. We definitely did not need to rest before that fight, but here we are. Ruby Reaper. Deal 12 damage to all enemies, paint 3 red. Combustive Chiaroscuro. Retain Darken the Canvas X times. Next turn, gain 1 energy. Darken the Canvas X times, you say. Or Paint Profusion. Paint 2 random color. Shuffle 2 copies of the painting into your draw pile. So another painting duplication effect. Yeah, we need to find ways to ramp a little bit more aggressively, and I'm not sure how to do that at the moment. Paint Profusion seems kind of ridiculous, though. It does ruin our chromatic, but it also... I think the idea is that once we use it, we're winning. Let's try it. Oh, I snuck away. White Beast Statue would give us a potion after every combat. I think that's actually not bad with our potion belt. But I do think we probably want an additional energy. Cursed Key here gives us an energy every turn, but a curse when we open a non-boss chest. Yeah, we're on the main branch here so that the mods work. So certain boss relic changes have not been implemented yet. I think we want the extra energy. It'll really help with the card clog that we're experiencing, although the curse that we... Well, we have our blue key already, actually. Yeah, let's take the curse key. Because we can just skip our chest. I do have to go this way, though. Unfortunate. Which means we won't get to remove our current curse until after I fight the Act 3 Burning Elite. Yikes. Average Jumbo. Not just any Jumbo, but an average one. Actually okay taking some damage, because we can just bite the health back. Average Jumbo. We do struggle to, like, front-load our block in a helpful way, don't we? For giving me back my Jumbo. Perfect. We've got Painful Bucket, doubles the amount of stuff here, so it'll become a whole 6 block. Amazing! Get a copy of that. Generate a copy of that. Yeah. Regen Potion can heal us for quite a bit. Another Reddening Rampage could be good, but we're struggling to get going quickly enough. We're really struggling to get going quickly enough. I think that's what we want. Ow. Ow. Magenta is vulnerable. Purple is cursed, and then pink is temporary hit points, I think. Would have really liked some pink on this run, I think. I think I'd like some pink. Rhymes, so it must be true. Got a lot of block there at the moment. Give me that. Keep the dual dash for the moment. Gonna be exploding next turn, huh? Not today. First color per battle. It's a relatively weak starting relic, I think. The one that this character has. Put curse on the spiker, that'll help me defeat it. Now we just want to bite. How's it going, Orin Games? I think the Artiste is a really cool character. With her dynamic card generation mechanics. Definitely finding ourselves struggling to front load, though. So struggling to bite at the moment. Okay, so this... Let me understand how this works. Paint 2 random colors, then shuffle 2 copies of the painting into the draw pile. So I play it. Yeah, we get Selfish Ship, 2 copies. Deal 20 damage, gain 21 block for 0 energy, gain 2 temporary hit points. But then it's no longer 2 colors. So Baneful Bucket does nothing. Beaut. Alright, can I possibly block for enough? Yes, that I can bite one more time. Another color copy. Pink! Paint! Gain 5 temporary hit points, gain 1, paint 1 pink. Kinda neat. Or Superb Schooling, gain 9 block. If you have 2 colors on your canvas, draw 3. A lot less ways to apply it. Big amounts of Curse. Curse is a color you can paint. So I bet with Darkening you can get huge quantities. We will skip these. Give me a shop. No! Don't give me 500 for a red mask. Give me a store. Alright, with Toxic Angle, look at 3. Yeah, these seem very good. Master of Strategy Plus. 2 Master of Strategy Plus? My hand can only get so full. I do like a Trip Plus. For more vulnerable sources. I super duper want a Panic Button, I think. 40 block with a Runic Pyramid. There's a downside to it, that we can't gain block on the next turn, but I think we'll manage just fine. Go with these 3. Ouch. Please don't kill me. Get that out of my hand, I think. This might be my Panic Button turn. Fortunately, I can't block next turn if I do it, but I mean, we're going to take the damage this turn if I don't, so... Why not draw a single color creating card? I guess I don't have that many of them, huh? Deeply unfortunate. Deeply unfortunate. Ugh. There we go. Helps a little bit. I'm still just taking a flat 11 here, but next turn we'll have a decent block card at least. Splurch. My entire face. Double your paint. Go ahead and take that. Dazed are so frustrating. Our painting is names generated. Some sort of, I think it's some sort of random generation involving a list. Kind of cute. Kinda heckin' cute. Alright, we unfortunately again find ourselves in a situation where we want to bite a lot. Do that at least a little bit here. That's good. Strength pot's nice. Contrast. Hey! Hey! Now there's a card I like to see. Paint one red, paint one blue. Perfect. That is perfect. Yeah, that is perfect. Give me that. Give me that. It's to 0 cost. I would like it to be 0 cost. Giant Head gives us time to set up, and boy is that gonna give him a bad time. I think. As we are gonna do terrifying things. If allowed to set up here. It's even a metallicized Giant Head. More red on there. Okay, so next turn the big attack comes. But we're ready. We are so ready for it. Yellow got nerfed, huh? Interesting. Interesting. One. So we currently have a 24 damage, 18 block card. We can do so much more. If I darken it. So here's what I think I do. I darken the canvas. That'll be all my energy. Hold on, I don't want to do that. Okay, I'm not going to darken the canvas. Just going to double the amount of paint. Oh, Paint Profusion Glorious Gallery. Oh my god. I didn't put that together yet. Oh god. Okay, so we double the amount of paint on the canvas. Splurch. So it's now a 48 damage, 36 block card. We paint 2 random colors and shuffle 2 copies into our draw pile. And then Glorious Gallery will fetch them for us, so they go straight into the hand. Seems a little busted. gonna lie, that seems a little strong. And then we still have the original painting, which we can darken next turn if we want to as well. Hello? What is happening to my hand? I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. So, let's darken this canvas. Make the even stronger card. Comparing! A card without compare. I don't know what the glowing card is, by the way. Another comparing. Apparently. Play this and get it back. Nom nom nom. Ball bank will work for a couple of floors. Cerulean coverage, gain 9 block, paint 4 blue. That is a lot of blue. I will take that. That is a lot of blue. Darken that canvas. Looks like I'm gonna need my painted card now. Not that much block, unfortunately. It's the best I could do on short notice. How's it going, Toka? To have you here. On our chromatic modifiers. Three. Go. Let's see, this is now a 30 block card. Perfect. Why don't we just put 2 of them in the draw pile then? And 1 into my hand. My carrot. My Sharona, but slightly less popular. Yeah, we can panic button on this turn if we want to. We don't have to, by any means. Really nice to have some more damage output. Feels like it'd be good. But I think we're there. We're there. Go. Put a copy of the current canvas. Swivels back. Put all those paintings back into my hands. Fight. Another contrasting clash. Another paint 1 red, paint 1 blue. Yes. Yes. Coming up one of my longest runs. Oh no, we've had much longer runs. I think our longest modded character. How long was my first Watcher run? It was like 3.5 hours, right? Some of the first play on modded characters have gone into the 3 to 4 hour range. This is pretty speedy by those standards. I'm thinking of cracking this open. It's a big chest. So it's an uncommon or rare relic in there. But I already have a curse I want to get rid of. I'm doing it. Peace pipe. The irony. The irony. Kunai feels kind of bad here, given that we're like adding 1 dexterity of block to our 30+ block cards. Violence fetch paintings, it will if they do damage, they become attacks. I think we would definitely like a medical kit, letting us purge the hand of statuses that would accumulate, particularly against the heart and the Spire elites. Let's grab that. Gonna remove Writhe. Don't draw that on turn 1 anymore. With the Runic Pyramid, I am super taking a Dark Shackles plus. And I think that's all I do here. We have another store coming up. So we'll make use of that one at some point. My recall now. It's red and then blue. Panic button against this opponent? I think I can on this turn. Dang it. There was a good chance that it did not attack and use the debuff on this turn, but we're taking the hit. That's okay. We have bites. We have bites. It's fine. Oh, we can also Dark Shackles to take only 3. Well, that's nice. That's very nice. Let's just go hard quickly here. Put a copy of the canvas into my hand. Does 26 damage. I'm gonna do this on future turns. Play that twice more, too. Oh, wait, though. Can we wait just a little bit? Yeah, now we can do filthy things. On this turn. Or on next turn. So we go... Trip? Put copies of these into my draw pile. Oh, that's, is that Rainbow? I guess that must be Rainbow. We've yet to see Rainbow in action here. But it looks like it causes the card itself to paint random colors. So it's recursive paint. Interesting. Very interesting. What is the phrasing? Draw pile first, then discard pile. Okay. We have only 1 painting in the discard pile. And still 1 I can generate. Let's do that first. We're just gonna kill it. Super dead. Crushing canvas. Damage based on how many paintings? Ah. And we're not doing cursed things. We begin to fall. Use double draw, blue burst, or reddening rampage. Oof. I like double draw. We'll lose a blue burst here. Yeah, Rainbow's random color was more rainbow, meaning it's even more recursive. So thanks for that. This is not good. Oh, it's not good. It's only 6 block. By panic button, next turn gets ugly. Instead of this turn. Although maybe I can Dark Shackles my way out of it. I don't want to change its intent right now. Okay. It's fine. Master strategy will draw 4 cards. Putting a dark shackle, that's good. Good. Perfect. I like that combo of Panic Button and the thingy. This is currently a 12 block card. Probably gonna have to use it. Make a copy of it for the moment. It's neat, like we're creating our win condition, but we have the option to cash in our accumulated power at any time. The flexibility of when you use a painting is, especially with the Runic Pyramid, really enabling that, is pretty cool. Frail was maybe not my best choice. But if I darken the drawing, it becomes a very powerful thing. Although now I can't. Let's see, I would just like my current painting. 9 block. Lame. Could have gone better.
One of our most valued supporters. It says continued support of the XCOM project.
The Boomer 444, thank you so much for those 17 gosh darn months. Tier 1 support. Ahoy, ahoy! Glad to see that the support of the Payload project is going towards art school. It is. I'm expressing my creativity. Live on Twitch. It's going pretty well. The Hare. Good, good summary of what we're fighting. The Hare, indeed. The Hare again. Perfect. Does the artist have any unique relics? Yes, she does. She's got quite a few. We haven't encountered any, but I know she's got some. Let's darken that canvas. And let's make some stuff. Ooh. Vulnerable applying stuff. 13 damage, gain 13 block. And apply some vulnerable. Speaking of vulnerable, we are vulnerable for pretty much the rest of the fight now. That's nice. There we go. Liquid bronze will help. Passing all this. Passing all this. There's a boss relic she's got too. Nice. How's it going, Dark Vexen? Dark Vexen here in chat is the creator, I believe, of the Artiste character mod. And many, many other mods besides. Great to see you in chat, sir. Have I tried out the Extravagant V2? I have not. Tried out that mod. I'll have to put that on my list of ones to look at, Enegrim. How often do I find myself cashing in the painting for one card versus playing cards that make copies of my painting? If I'm in a hallway fight, or a fight where I need block immediately, I'm cashing in the stuff very quickly. Whereas otherwise, I'm trying to... Against bosses in particular, I'm trying to get really, really strong cards in play. Which we're going to be doing probably a lot against the Awakened one here. Looking like a bit of a rough turn one for us. Bandit, I have not tried yet. If you say it's your best character mod, I will definitely give it a look. Put that one on the list. Block. Not my greatest turn one. May end up having to use the weak potion in this fight, or even the regen potion. We'll see. We will see. Let's get our blue brews in. And I'm gonna bite this bird. May have to use Dark Shackles to stay alive next turn. Because this is a lot of incoming damage. But we have our paint is about to come in play as well. Which is nice. And I can make all of our enemies weakened. So I think we're okay here. My only problem is that I have merely 4 energy to work with. Any thoughts on the Artiste? Oh, good. Glad you got that bug. She seems very strong and pretty setup oriented. I am definitely struggling to get damage out immediately, although I recognize that has something to do with my card choices. We've got a pretty simple like red-blue deck here to leverage chromatic stuff, and Contrasting Clash has really helped make that a reality for us. So this is currently just 12 damage and 3 block, huh? Can do so much better than that. We can do so much better than that. I don't see a way I'm going to get through this without Dark Shackles, so I'm just going to play that now. Okay, there's our Baneful Bucket to really elevate our game here. And a color copy. Okay, make more blue. Then make even more blue. Put a copy of the canvas into our hand. It does how much damage? Cool. And I have another one for next turn. And then we can start playing like Dark and Drawing Paint Profusion, getting some really powerful cards going. The strategy seems to be, at least the one that I'm using, is to, like, create strong enough cards to get through the early part of a fight, and then elevate as we go. Oh, here we are. Yes. External of the Glorious Gallery. I'm being maybe a little bit greedy with my cards here, but I don't care. Currently does 88 damage and 78 block. Oh my god. I'm gonna go Contrasting Clash, Paint Profusion. So we have 2 cutlets. We're about to turn our opponent into cutlets. 96 damage, 84 block, draw 2 cards. Okay. What does Dark and Drawing do? Dark and Drawing makes the painting card more expensive, and doubles its power. Which is very... I drew the gauntlets. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. How would... like, the very concept of Darken, how would you reasonably rebalance it? It's a good question. Because it's a multiplication effect, and that's part of what makes it so ridiculously strong. Okay, I'm not gonna bother biting our way up to full here. I'm just gonna murder our opponent. Murder them! I haven't even used Glorious Gallery here. GG. To thump, a deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the Spire, the source? This evil. You draw eagerly. Dealing 1,297 damage. Art squirms and bleeds red paint everywhere. Are our mightiest paintings not enough? Have I been here before? Good luck against the heart. Thank you, Dark. Hopefully we'll see your hard-worked art skills. I have no strikes left. Oh, yeah, it's because I got bites. We should toke a card. Well, we have the opportunity to. But Razzing. Not been doing it for me. So I will purge it. Another contrasting clash being on offer here. Pretty tempting. Energy potion could be nice. We have a decent array of I don't think the strength potion's going to be very good. Maybe I go double regen potion. Yeah, I think we go double regen potion so that we can get a lot of hit points during the heart fight. Paintball Pelt is probably your favorite card. Seems like you could do some really degenerate things with it. Pick up another contrasting clash. I think a happy flower will be good too. And I can go double regen potion. Do that. Happy little flower. In memory of one of the happiest little artists. I think we can do that. Forcing angrily. Can move this around, by the way. Looks like there are reasonable limits placed on where it can go. Good call. Good decision. Not my ideal opening hand here, but I'll take it. Probably going to need 2 Dark Shackles next turn. If we don't draw a debuff card, I will probably use the Weak Potion to make it happen. Hey, we do a debuff. First is a debuff. Just get our Darken down preemptively. No, double Palette Parry. Don't turn around. Keep Art of War. Thinking of turning around with Bite before, but I decided against it. Now to not die. How do I do that? I have 6 energy. see, I can get 4 blue... I can get a 24 block painting. Uh-oh. We're in trouble here. This painting is not strong enough. Should you add... You should add the name to the Brandon painting stuff? You should, yeah. Definitely. I think that'd be really cool. The painting can make us turn around. Yeah, it's a targeted attack. So we can turn around with it. It's only going to generate... If we darken it, it's going to generate 24 block. And then I don't get to play Paint Profusion, which I think I need to play. I have to do Darken Blue Contrasting Paint. Ooh. That is so gross on so many levels. Good thing we have double regen potions. I guess I use those both now? Rather than at the start of the heart fight? If I play Contrasting Clash, it'll give me an extra red. Card effect supply in order of text. So the red goes first, that gets doubled, and then 1 blue. This is an ugly turn. So I want an extra blue, because we're looking to block. So we play Blue Burst first. That's a given. Five energy. 1, 2, 3. If I want to not darken, that would be ridiculous. I need 1 more energy. I should have taken that energy potion. Alright. Use both of these. So it means I don't play Paint Profusion? I think that would be a losing play. So I'm going to Contrasting Clash once. Darken the canvas. Play Paint Profusion. Apply for Cursed. Okay. Darkening doubles the effect of the paint that we make, but also makes it cost 1 more. Okay, we should be alright now, I think. As long as I can force things angrily. Should be good here. Okay, Glorious Galleries here. That's good. Take some more damage. Can add a copy of the canvas into our hand. Let's just go Forcing Angrily, double draw, Forcing Angrily. We have 12 curse on the Spire Spear now. Pretty good. I should be able to get away with playing Panic Button on this turn, if I want to. If I want to. So we've got 20 damage and 9 block on the painting. For she angrily forces the safe open, then she robs it. She does. think I can fix our bitrate after this run. I'll probably... I think I've identified that there's some kind of memory leak with Streamlabs OBS. I'm just looking at the system stuff right now. We've been having a weird bitrate today. And I'm going to see if restarting OBS will fix that. Originally, you could draw the paintings yourself with the mouse, but there's a reason you stopped doing it. You know, I understand why you had to stop, but I also wish that you could. I understand. I definitely understand. Robbing. Glorious. Well, we're robbing first, right? The Glorious Gallery. Force angrily. Hurrah! Okay, this would be a good turn to kill one of them if I could. This... Yeah. I can do that. Fascinating bottom. I am a very mature person. And I'm not amused by that at all. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, that was a slight ordering mistake. I think we figured it out. Silly panic button. I actually might... Yeah, I'm losing a bit of health because of that, truthfully. It's not good. It's not good at all. Fantasy form. Whenever you draw a painting, draw a card. Oh, that can be silly, I imagine. Watercolor Wallop. Deal 8 damage, draw 3 cards, discard all non-painting cards drawn. Neat. Very neat. I think we're a little bit in poor shape for the heart, but we have a possibility of winning. Certainly we could have had 12 more health going into it. We'll see how we do. We have a fascinating bottom, and we have a Dark Shackles. Plus we have a super... lots of blue early on, that's good. And a Liquid Bronze. Do I want to intentionally take damage to draw with Centennial Puzzle on turn 1? Yes, I do. Cool, we got Chosen Colors and Baneful Bucket almost immediately. It's already a 15 block card. If we're lucky, we can just Dark Shackles the first multi-attack. Good. Gives me another turn to set up for a big attack. Probably want to trigger the Art of War on this turn. Lots of blue. Added a bunch of rare cards to Thornton relatively recently. I did not see that. Some almost crazier than Hexaghostify. You're talking my language. You are definitely talking my language. So there's currently... Well, we're currently looking at lethal damage. Well, not quite. Survive it. I'm wondering if I cash in... That's 21 block, we can double that? I have to go Brush Bash, Baneful Bucket, and then we can Chosen Colors to get a copy without having to actually use our Glorious Gallery yet, or to lose the painting yet. So that's probably worth doing. That'll keep us well within the realms of being alive. What was Thornton's silliness? Casually, like, turning the corrupt heart of the Spire into a Hexaghost instead. And other hot nonsense. Alright, so we definitely have to Brush Bash. So that we get our second color out. Then we'll double our blue here. Yeah. Double the amount of paint on the canvas. Alright, fascinating bottom. Go! Alright, there's Paint Profusion. I'd probably go Clash Paint Profusion. We unfortunately don't get to darken the painting, though. Yet. That's just gonna have to be okay, I think. Do we have any other chromatic stuff coming up? We've already played all the chromatic cards, so we can add some random crap to that, too. It was red and blue anyway. Okay, so we have 20 damage, 48 block, 0 cost cards in the draw pile now. We can fetch them with Glorious Gallery if we need to. Or we can get them back with Glorious Gallery. I think we're going to be okay here. Finally, our Reddening Rampage and Blue Blues showed up a little late. Also have Double Draw. Good stuff. Give me all of the block. Thanks. There's our Darkened Drawing. So we can make a very big block card with that. Just the biggest. So we're safe to play Panic Button on this turn, so I'm probably going to do that. Although I don't really need to, right? Because I have a fascinating bottom line in my hand. And that's a lot of block. Okay. Oh, I didn't play the Panic Button. I was like, why can I gain block? Because I didn't actually play Panic Button. Understood. Understood. So definitely strip an artifact like this. This card is 64 damage, 114 block. Seems good. My magnum opus. Cool, that'll apply 1 week. We can use the actual weak potion when we need it. Make this thing do more damage. Beat of Death is now 2. Okay. I think this is when we cash in here. Oh god, I have a chosen color, so I can make a duplicate copy of it. Oh dear. Oh, that's not fair. That is super not fair to our opponents. I can play this card so many times. Go. Contrasting colors. Chosen colors. 97 damage and 138 block, so we'll trip. Play the fascinating bottom. And then I can get all of my paintings into my hand. And continue to do devastating things if we want to. Let's do the more damage right now. Kapow! The ideal nerf is to nerf me. That might just work. How about we darken our painting again? Let's make it stronger. Now it does 168 damage. And 225 block. Kapow! GG! Ultimate BM. Cute. I like that. I like that a lot. We have painted the Spire red and blue, and no other colors. GG. That was great. Thank you so much for making that character, Dark Vexon. That was thoroughly enjoyable to play through. Has it been done? Spire sleeps, and so shall I. Well, I'm not going anywhere just yet. Not going anywhere just yet. We've got some more modded characters to check out. Such as this fellow. The Hayseed is a simple wanderer, here to grow some crops in the Spire. Your buddy works on that. Nice! The Spire community is pretty tight-knit, so I'm not surprised in the slightest that you have a connection to the mod creator here. I've not tried the astrologer. I have not. The Hayseed starts with 3 relics, which I think are a little unusual, and a little bit in violation of Spire's design principles. Some of these are like class mechanics. I was looking at this before stream. It's kind of like if the canvas for Artiste had been its own separate relic. That's kind of what's going on with Hayseed. And it makes it a little bit weird when you run into situations where the relics get removed for some reason, like Unloth can try to take your relics. Other mod packs, something to consider when you're making a mod character, that like you're going to run it. People who are running one mod are likely to be running more than one mod as well. So there's definitely the possibility of completely unforeseen interactions happening. So yeah, the first one is the real starter relic, and then the second 2 are kind of like class mechanics. Let's take a look at them all. Spud of the Innocent. If you at the start of your turn, if you have no crops, plant 2 potatoes. Potatoes. Night Soil. Whenever you shuffle your deck, plant 1 additional crop in each of your crop stacks, is what Night Soil essentially does. You have different crops that are growing in different orb slots. Actually, it's easier to talk about this in the first combat, so don't we jump into that. Yeah, let's just jump into a combat, and we can talk about these relics in a little bit more detail here. I love his art, by the way. Another try. Ooh, 250 gold starts. So our starting deck is 4 strikes. Love the art on this character's cards, by the way. 4 strikes, 4 defends, 1 Haymaker, which deals 9, heals us for 4, applies 1 vuln to all enemies, and then exhausts. Upgrades to 13 and 6 on the damage and heal. It's a pretty good upgrade, but you only get to play it once per combat. And then Reap and Sow. Deal 4 damage to all enemies, plant 1 potatoes. Cultivate to your discard pile if you have any mature crops. Upgrades to 6 tall. Plant 2 potatoes. So many potatoes. Yeah, it appears to be punching a haystack. It's a haymaker. Let's see, do we have an early store? Wait, what? The season is autumn. These crops are in season. Potatoes, corn, asparagus. Okay. It's autumn. And here's our act. We do have an early shop, even 2 that we could go to. Into Fire Elite Fire. That looks great. Otherwise we're going like... Yeah, let's go to the... Let's take the 18. Gain the 250 gold. Start out with 350. How do people come up with these mechanics? Great question, Probs. Great question. Pretty great. Alright, so, start of your turn, if you have no crops, plant 2 potatoes. Potatoes, and crops in general, occupy your orb slots. They're hijacking the orb mechanics. Every time we... So, crops are kind of long-term investments, from what I've seen of them so far. They don't do anything passively. You're waiting for them to grow, and then when they're ready for harvest, you put them into your hand. They're ready for harvest when the stack number on them reaches 5. And that's when they'll start putting stuff into your hand. That's what the trusty sickle says.
Commander, the aliens are...
When you plant a crop, if you have more stacks than its maturity level, harvest the excess. And potatoes... And I think most crops mature at 5. How's it going, Dolphin Chemist? Thank you so much for those 5 heckin' months of Tier 1 support. This isn't Retropolis. I'm playing Stardew Valley here today on stream because I felt like taking a break from Spire. So I wanted to grow some crops. And I've got a hungering for potatoes. Give Dolphin a quick shout out. Dolphin Chemist is a... Here, you know what? I'm gonna give a Dolphin Chemist style, twitch.tv/Dolphin Chemist. Full-time Retropolis streamer, has never played a game that isn't Retropolis in his entire life. There. Quick shout out to the legendary Dolphin Chemist. Thank you so much for that support, sir. And for dropping by. Alright, let's plant potatoes. So we get more potatoes. The night soil is really interesting. It causes all of our crops to gain an additional stack. Every time we shuffle the deck. So when we shuffle the deck, get another potato. You might be noticing that these potatoes are taking too long to grow. And the fight's going to be over by the time they're doing anything. And you'd be right. They seem a little slow to get going here. What does it cultivate? Am I willing to take 5 damage to find out? No, I have guaranteed lethal next turn. We're gonna get a potato. Spud! Ethereal does 5 damage and exhausts. So we got ourselves a potato. Guess I can see what cultivate does. So we get another spud immediately. Wait, didn't that say... Oh, to your discard pile. In 6 block, harvest 3 of each crop. Then plant 1 of each crop you harvested. Okay, so that is cool scaling. Does not really help you in the early fights very well, though. That was a little bit tough. Slash and Burn. Deals 7 damage, applies 7 burning. Burning creatures take damage at the end of their turn and then lose burning. So deals 14 damage for 1 energy. If I understand that correctly, that is a lot of damage. And upgrades to 20, I'm probably super taking that. Toughen up. Gain 8 block. If we have any squash, plant 1. upgrades to plant 2. It only gives you squash if you have squash. And salad shooter. Deal 6 damage to a random enemy. Repeat for each time that you've harvested. This turn upgrades to 7? What? That's an odd one. Yeah, slash and burn, I think the numbers on this are a little bit too large. Yeah, maybe... Probably wants to go down to 5-5, upgrade to 7-7, like Twin Strike. Would be my estimation. The third relic, Carissa, is the Trusty Sickle, which is essentially explaining one of our core mechanics. It says that if you ever have more than the maturity stacks on a crop, so more than 5 stacks of a crop, you harvest the extra and put them into your hand as cards. Like a slash and burn. Yeah, it's an unconditional bane, is a great way to look at it. Which seems pretty strong. Oh man. Oh, this is old toolbox. Random colorless card, meh. We can enhance our potatoes with more potatoes. This will give us immediate potatoes, and that's pretty good. Common powers on this character, by the way. Pruning. Harvest all of your oldest crop, then plant 1 stack. Oh, harvest all. Okay, so there are cards that let you harvest stuff. Aerate. Gain 9 block. Plant 2 of your newest crop. Also pretty good. Salt the Earth. Deal 24 damage to all enemies. Add 2 depletions. Playable status cards that reduce your energy and draw next turn. Ooh. Into your hand. So, very comparable to Immolate, but it seems like the downside is more immediate. And Rake. Rake. Slightly worse Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch that upgrades for 1 less damage. Which I think is fair. Sucker Punch has got a really good upgrade. Did I say immediate potatoes or meat and potatoes? I said immediate potatoes, which might themselves be meaty. Yeah, the little, like, there's little stuff, cute stuff in the corner. We got vegetables here. There's a smiling worm on this one. Flowers on these ones. Wonder how good pruning is. I'm almost certainly taking the preserved insect for lowered enemy health. Salt the Earth is so much damage. I wonder if we just want to take it. So I'm kind of leaning towards pruning and potatoes. Maybe I do aerate pruning and potatoes, and then we get, like, actual crops going. Yeah. I do have another shop as well. I don't have to go there, though. Oh, deep... Oh, I like that idea, Shwermuda. Deep breath. Shuffles our deck, which means that the night soil will cause us to plant 1 more of each of our crops. That's fascinating. That is totally fascinating. I like that. I like that a lot. $219 gold. Can I afford all of these? I'd be able to afford everything. Yeah, I can. Do that. What mod is this? This is the Hayseed Flaxabutton. A modded character. Currently potatoes. Oh, I like that it shows a targeting icon on what's it going to affect. That's cool. That's really cool. Plant me some taters. So I can harvest all of them? Surely you jest. So when I play the Deep Breath, I get an extra potato. And then I can harvest all of the potatoes, which gives me 5 spuds that do 5 damage. Potatoes. Potatoes. We're ethereal, so there's no reason to not to potato. And then I harvest one at the start of the turn, because they're mature. Neat. Might as well Haymaker, because it heals us. And I think we gained health against Jawworm there. That's good. Attack potion's great. Another potatoes or another pruning? I think we want another potatoes. One way we can look at potatoes is generate 15 damage for 1 energy. Spice ups need 2. Apply 10 or 12 burning, draw 1 or 2 cards. Card draw is good. What does potatoes upgrade to? 0 cost. Potatoes are like better shivs. And they're all natural. I wouldn't necessarily call Spice Up insane. It's a slightly better Pummel Strike. Is how I would look at this. All of the burning goes away. So it's only 10 damage. They lose all of it. Yeah, the art is very good. I want more potatoes. We'll take more potatoes. I am the potato man. Got a potato plan. What is it? The start of the turn, I think. At damage at the end of their turn. Wait. Oh, they do get to attack, do they? That would make sense. For each of your crops that isn't mature. Okay. The night soil only works when they're not full. Understood. Very well. Swig of Moonshine. I think this is the Hayseed's exclusive potion. Discard your hand, draw 5 cards, gain 5 strength, and become intoxicated until the end of your turn. Which is whenever you draw a card, randomize its cost this turn. So it's some kind of combination of Gambler's Brew, Snecko Oil, and Flex Potion. That's quite a potion. Having a hard time understanding when Deep Breath is good or bad. Deep Breath is usually not great. Most of the time, your draw pile is better than your discard pile. So shuffling your discard pile into your draw pile is usually not a great thing. And there's a couple of exceptions to that. One is that if your best card is more likely to be in your discard pile than your draw pile for some reason, if you're a defect who has Seek, or if you have a bottled card that you'd like to play multiple times, then a Deep Breath can be good. Or if you have any effects that trigger when you shuffle the deck, which is why we took it. Because we have a relic that's triggering when we shuffle the deck. Ferment. Shuffle 2 cards from your hand into your draw pile to gain 2 energy. It's kind of like Concentrate. I don't like it. Controlled Burn. Apply 14 burning, exhaust if the enemy didn't already have burning. It upgrades to 20. Or Crop Rotation. Harvest all of a random crop, gain a random in-season crop power card. That's 2 energy. I don't think I want any of that. Yeah, I think there's seasons or something. I don't really understand what the seasons do. I'm gonna skip, I think. Just want to do my potatoes thing, you know? Yeah, in season. 13 block, then plant. Okay, pruning gives me 1 back. We'll upgrade Slash and Burn because of how much damage that does. Before we fight our first elite, hopefully of many on this run. And do up to 2 more. It's a tiny gremlin knob. Look how cute he is. Wait, what? Oh, right, because if you have no cards in your discard pile... Whoops. Right, if you have no cards in your discard pile, the thing doesn't work. Doesn't do the thing. I forgot that was an effect, truthfully. That's alright. Give me potatoes. Okay, yes, it is after they hit you. That's what I thought. If I plant 3 potatoes, I'll get several amounts of damage immediately. If I potatoes strike spud, is that enough damage? No, that is 2 damage short, so I have to use the attack potion. Or the Swigaboo Shine. We'll use the attack potion here. Flash Pasteurize. Deal 7 damage to all characters? So, self included. Remove all your debuffs. Interesting. Deal 6 damage, plant turnips. Or another slash and burn. Fascinating. Happy Flower. Hey, that's so fitting. Now we're gardening. Double Barrel. Deal 6 damage. If the enemy is weak, gain an energy and deal another 6 damage. Kind of like a double tap. Or not, kind of like a drop kick. Or a heel hook, but a little bit different. Really liking the art on these cards. I think that's my favorite part of this character so far. Do we want a rake? Only 1 week. It's like a slightly worse Sucker Punch. You know, when you phrase it like that, I really don't. I don't want a slightly weak Sucker Punch. Thanks. Let's see, this upgrades to 6 and 2. I like the Aerate upgrade a fair bit. Deep Breath would upgrade to draw 2, and that's definitely appreciated. That's extra 1 draw. Yeah, actually, we'll upgrade the Deep Breath. Third draw is good. I think they're like block shivs. Bottled Lightning. Choose a skill to start in our opening hand. Bottled Aerate seems okay. Bottled Deep Breath is kind of hilarious. Sapphire Key is totally fine. Grab a Sapphire Key. Not enthralled with the idea of bottling anything at the moment. Oh, they're so tiny. They're so tiny. Okay, so I gotta remember not to Deep Breath without anything in the discard pile this time. So I think I goes... Oh, if I Haymaker, I'll remove the artifact. I can actually Haymaker Slash and Burn to kill the middle one right now. Let's do that. I would kill this one, but we are doing exactly 29 damage, so... Oh well. Oh, they hit me too. Right. For some reason I thought that would kill them on their turn. Dang it! Dang it! Discard your hand and draw 5. That is such a weird card. Or a weird potion. If I potato is hard enough, I think I can kill one right now. Heck yeah. Get potatoed on. Fear the Spud Cannon. Lantern starts us with an extra energy, so we're slowly building up energy here. Rototilling. Draw 2 cards and exhaust a card from your hand. Basically a Burning Pact, but with a reversed order. Vine Ripen. Plant 2 Squash. If Squash is mature, block is not removed at the start of your next turn. Squash grants block when harvested. Or Thresh. Deal 22 damage, cost 1 energy less for each time you harvest this turn. Upgrades to 28. Neat. Upgrades to 1 cost. This upgrades to 3 cards, I assume. Yes. Do I want a Vine Ripen? Maybe?
4 months of
Maybe.
support. We are extremely impressed.
IHNK, thank you so much for those 4 months of Tier 1 support. Greatly appreciate that continued council funding in return. Or that renewed smug sense of superiority for yet another month. Thank you so much for that long standing support. And for being here on Fun Day Sunday. Squash is just a barricade? Just a barricade, they say. And we need a way to evolve our blocking. Let's try it. Transform upgrade. Normally I would go for a transform here. I am still going to do that. Been liking transform a lot on in Act 1. Germinate. Oh, that sounds like a card we wanted. If your newest crop is mature, gain 14 block. Otherwise, plant 2 of that crop. Oh, I like that. Flexible cards. Flexible strong cards. 18 block. Lord. It's a lot of block. I have 4 energy this turn, because I have Lantern. Excellent. Let's see, I probably want to aerate. And then deep breath. Our newest crop is mature, so we can gain 14 block with Germinate here, and then play Slash and Burn to kill the Fat Gremlin, although we will be made weak for 1 turn. That's just 2 angry gremlins. Should be pretty easy to deal with. We've got Spuds for days. Is that enough to KO? 8 plus lots? Yeah, that should be enough to KO. That's 1 angry gremlin, good lord. He did not like those potatoes. Potatoes are ready.
Excellent work, Commander. This council is pleased to see our continued support of this project has been worthwhile.
Martin P., thank you so much for those 3 months of Tier 1 support. Greatly appreciate the continued council funding in return. Enjoy that renewed smug sense of Spuds. I want to get my Haymaker off to gain 4 health. So I'm going to wait a little bit here. Fun fact, if Shield Gremlin's the only one left, it'll try to attack you. Ertl Laser. I love it. Deal 11 damage. 2 cost. Deal 11 damage, plant 1 more of each crop. Dig in. Gain 10 block. 0 cost, 10 block. Get a depletion. Depletion seems really bad. Reduces your draw next turn. So it's a status that reduces your draw. So you're losing 2 cards for drawing that. I like this card so much. I think we want to go lots of planting. So I'm going to take the Fertilizer. See how that goes. Maybe it's not a good card at 2 cost, but I'm going to try it. I will try it, dang it. I have so many potatoes. You have any idea how many potatoes I have? Behold. Spuds. This is what? 45 damage? Not quite enough to kill this guy? Give me your gold. Can I plant enough potatoes to dunk this fool? I don't think so. Toughen up, gain 8 block if we have Squash, plant 1. We could take us another Slash and Burn, which is pretty good. Or deal 9, plant 1 of your oldest crop. Oh, I should update the update the command there. There we go. So we only have one way to get squash in play at the moment. We just take another slash and burn. More ways to gain block. I'll take a toughen up. Alright, we'll take a toughen up. We'll take one. Oh boy, I have 3 turns to plant crops before this enemy wakes up. Like 2. Go Haymaker Fertilizer, maybe.
Excellent work, Commander. This council is pleased to see our continued support of this project has been worthwhile.
Mantastrophe, thank you so much for those 3 months of Twitch Prime support. Happy Fun Day to you as well, and thank you so much for that continued support. Okay, so I'll get potatoes in hand if I play potatoes, but I don't want potatoes in hand. Perfect. Gotta cultivate. And we potatoes. I wonder if I was meant to strength potion here. No idea. Not a oh man, one vulnerable with pruning? Oh dear. I think we have a kill here. Because of how potatoes. Got him. Warpaint will upgrade 2 random skills. Deal 7 damage X times, plant X potatoes. Amazing! That's perfect. That's perfect. We're gonna go full potato farmer here. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Give me that. Got defend and toughen upgrade upgraded. Toughen up graded. Toughen upgraded. Like a 12 damage skewer. It's amazing is what it is. And upgrades to X+1. Which is even better. Potato! Do I prune? Definitely toughen up here. I think it's possible to do a perfect run. Absolutely, Draco Diabolus, excuse me. It is absolutely. If by that you mean taking no damage for the entire run, that is definitely possible. Is this more damage? This is 13 plus 7. This is 22. Yeah, this is more damage. It's possible on any Ascension level, even, to do a perfect run from start to finish. It's very, very unlikely. Very, very difficult, but it is possible. Alright, we're gonna get our squash going. Gain 6 block for each. There we are. Okay, we're live again? Good. That was weird. And my camera broke. Why did my camera break when I did that? There we go. Gosh. Audio is different too? Why? Why? What do you mean audio is different? How? That's not good. I have no idea what changed on the audio front. Oh, because I was sitting further back. Gotcha. Understood. Yeah, positioning to the mic has a huge amount of impact on what happens. Huge amount of impacts. Okay. What are we doing here? Slash and burn fertilizer? Yeah. I love the animation for that, by the way. Hey, Haymaker potatoes. So we gain 6 block because the squash were mature. Harvest 3 of each crop, then plant 1 of each crop you harvested. So I get a ton of block, a ton of potatoes. Is this my mod? No, this is a mod I found on the Steam Workshop called the Hayseed, who plants crops to defeat his foes. Seems like he does an okay job of it. My newest crop. This targets the oldest crop. Interesting. All the good stuff is in the draw pile, so I really don't want to play Deep Breath here. Seems like it would be a bad idea. Did not draw. I'll hit the sack. Got there. GG Hexaghost. GG. Bio-refinement. First time each turn that you play a card with Harvest. Reduce the cost of a random card in your hand by 1 this combat. Interesting. It's a complicated card. Giving us energy discounts. Asparagus gives us Dex when harvested. Or good old Salty Earth. Infinite Dex. Asparagus. Going into Act 2, Salty Earth feels like it'll be pretty good for getting us some relics. I'm gonna grab that one. And we're gonna take an energy relic here. Could take Ectoplasm, preventing us from gaining gold. We have a Gold Idol, so it's like, Runic Dome prevents us from seeing what the enemies are doing. Or we could take Susan. We have 2 decent potions. Let's give up our potions here to get more energy. Let's give it up. Alright, we'd like to fight many elites this act, and I can fight 4 of them if I want to. And I do want to do that. Probably. I have 6 energy and hit the sack. Oh man, so that would do 7 damage. 7 times, and then give me 7 potatoes. That's 49 plus a lot of potatoes.
Commander,
it's a lot of potatoes.
We just received the support of another
Shakata81, thank you so much for those. For that Twitch Prime sub, welcome to the council. Enjoy the emotes, the community, and newfound smug sense of superiority. Welcome aboard. Oh, Haymaker is so much more playable now. Was that enough? I don't think that was enough hits to knock him down, was it? No, it wouldn't have been quite enough. Wouldn't have been quite enough. I don't think so. Can I KO you here? Let's see, this is 20 damage. 24, yeah, it's gonna be enough. Completion is 0 cost, gain 1 energy less turn, draw 1 less card next turn. Exhaust. At the end of your turn, if this is in your hand, add a copy of it to your discard pile. Oh, ew. Oh, that's so much worse than I thought. Oh, that's so much worse than I thought. Oh god, that's horrible. Oh, I don't think I like Salt the Earth at all. So getting rid of the card reduces your energy and draw immediately. And letting it stay duplicates it. That's rude. Yikes. Corn. Nah. Don't want no corn. Yeah, it did not warn me about it. What would that would do? So we treat it kind of like a Hyper Beam then. A card that we just use to end fights immediately. I think I still upgrade it. I'm gonna skip the unupgraded commons. I don't think I want corn. Paper Crane? Why is Paper Crane here? Why is Paper Crane here? What? Hello? Explain. Also, what's this? Hot potato. Harvesting potatoes now yield... What? Harvesting potatoes now yields flaming spuds, which also apply burning damage? Purchased. Immediately purchased. We are so potatoes right now. We are so potatoes. Burning spuds. Sounds pretty effective to me. It's a hot potato. So they'll also apply burning. So basically our potatoes do more damage. I don't know how much more. Kindling Potion. Apply 15 burning to all enemies. Neat. Could buy another aerate. I will. That was exactly all of my money too. Nice. An abandoned temple, you find a giant book open, riddled with cryptic writings. I am super reading this book. Nilri's Codex. Can shuffle 1 of 3 random cards into the draw pile. Pretty dang good. Not what I was looking for, but pretty dang good. A little bit disappointed that wasn't a Necronomicon, I'm not gonna lie. Because it would have let us double our,
most
whatchamacallit.
Supporters. Says continued support
Johnny
of the
5
XCOM
Rules, thank you so much for those
project.
10 months of Twitch Prime support. Greatly appreciate that. Continued council funding, and in return, enjoy the renewed smug sense of superiority. So terminate, otherwise plant 2 potatoes. Plant 2 potatoes. Oh, I didn't want to do it in that order. Whatever. This is fine. Fine-ish. Harvested this turn, deal 7 again, or assault the earth. Skip. Alright, show me the hot potato. Oh, we're gonna have no problem with birds, actually. Flaming Spud. Deal 5 damage and apply 3 burning. Is what our potatoes now do. That is sweet. That is very sweet. Got him. Harvest all crops, gain 1 intangible. That's crazy. Necronomicon is generally the most fun option. I will give you that for sure. Bloom Potion. Gain 2 abundance. I didn't even know that was a stat. Gain additional crop cards from... Gain additional crop stacks from cards. We have a Sozu, so don't actually get that, unfortunately. We want another pruning, maybe. Yes. Mini Slavers. And I drew Hit the Sack on turn 1 with 6 energy. So, yeah. So, 42, 35. So I only need to do 4 energy to kill the red slaver here. Which means I can block the other 2. Math's wrong slightly. That works though. Give me another one. What is this bumper crop? I really like that. Oh, I like that a lot. A bumper crop is, I think it's an actual term in farming. There's Seed Coat, which is like some weird front-loaded block. Give me another Hit the Sack. I demand more from life. How many Flaming Spuds is too many? Find out at 11. Oh, I was probably supposed to do all the immediate damage here. Waste a lot of the burning, but don't want to take any damage. So I won't. You may have to play this one. Veronic Horn. I may see why your interest in this character is a thing. Love the name. Very fitting. The Spuds. Pickling Jar. Upon pickup, choose a card. Every 3 times you shuffle your draw pile, add a copy of that card to your hand that costs 0 that turn. Crack of Dawn. In 2 turns, deal 16 damage to all enemies, plant 3 corn, and gain 3 energy. Fascinating. What kind of card do we want to pickle? Salt the Earth, Vine... Any sort of 2-cost card's a reasonable candidate. Salt the Earth, Vine Ripen, Aerate, Fertilizer, Haymaker even. How do you feel about Crack of Dawn? Take Crack of Dawn and pickle it. Let's try it. Let's try it. $18. That goes to 1. That's a good upgrade. Hook O Stabs. Just in time for this upgrade to be completely irrelevant. Stock the Cellar. Gain 6 block. Each time this card is shuffled into your draw pile, increase its block by 2 for the combat, so it's 8. Mushrooms. Gain random colorless cards when harvested. Neat. Guess I'll take the 8 block card. Or maybe it's only 6. It's only 6. Plant 2. I can prune both things here. Right? If I understand this correctly. Get all the potatoes, get all the squash. Nice. Shuffle up to 3 cards from your discard pile into your draw pile, then draw a card. It costs 0 this turn. Interesting. Take it. Sounded pretty good. Got enough block here. Let's assault the earth. Do not want to assault the earth. More of those. What does the asparagus do? It gives us dexterity when we harvest it. Okay, so that will keep block. That'll also give us 6 block immediately. And then we can use fertilizer to get more. Three cards into the draw pile. Plant of potatoes. Okay, not the greatest turn. Gain 16 block, add 2 copies of soil sample to your discard pile. Cost less for each power card played this turn. Gain 30 block. That is a way too conditional impervious. That is so conditional. Might be about to die. There's Crack of Dawn, just in time for us to not... That's not great. Need more immediate impact, you know? Just gonna put that out there. I need more immediate impact right now. That triggered the pickling jar, so we got a free copy of Crack of Dawn. If I somehow survive a couple of turns, we might be in good shape here. $22 damage. Give me the 22 damage card. Doesn't give me the energy when I play it. No, it gives me energy 2 turns later. Unfortunately. We're alright. Potatoes have gotten there. We got a Gurya. We can now gain strength at rest sites with our potatoes. That relic is not small potatoes. And I'll take a potatoes plus. Our potatoes are so good. Give me more of them. I have to fight another elite before I get to a fire. That is terrifying. Cash crop. First time you harvest... Whenever you harvest a crop for the first time each combat, gain 5 gold. Okay. So we're essentially gaining 5 gold per combat. Alright, Gremlin Leader is... Gremlin Leader's good. Gremlin Leader is definitely good. Crack of Dawn seems nice. Go Pruning Deep Breath first. Michael? So good to bend, spud you twice. Oh no, wait, we just want to spud each of them enough times to KO them. Unfortunately. Hey, give me another hit the sack. We're not done yet. Don't really care for Cultivate. Oh, it does damage, so might as well. Take Heart. Gain 16 block, heal 5 health points, plant 2 artichokes, which gave you thorns. And then do this again if your hit point is below half, so that'll heal me 10. Or deal 12 damage to a random enemy twice, plant 2 sunflowers for each enemy killed this way. Take the Take Heart. Artichoke, uh-oh. Oh my god, that was great. So that was, that That was a crack of dawn going off. I am very pleased with that. Totally worth it. Orichalcum! We enter turn without block, gain 6. Ulch! Text barely fits on the card. Says exhaust a card, then gain an effect based on its type. Gain block, apply burning to all enemies, or draw 2. It's alright. Or more potatoes. We'll skip these. I'm gonna rest, and then go to the shop. $5 gold short of the Dolly's Mirror? No, we can afford the Apotheosis, though. Did I get 5 gold again? Harvest a crop for the first time each combat, gain 5 gold. No idea why that would trigger again. We have so many unupgraded cards. I'll take the Apotheosis. That'll let me lift pretty freely, too. Haymaker, then hit the sack? Yeah. Potato! And that's just gonna be random cost. I should have lifted at 11 health? You think so? Sounds terrifying. Between you and me. Another hit the sack. Yeah, I want 2 of those. More potato. Uh-oh. Nine damage, increase this card's damage by 9, and its cost by 1. Volatile fumes. Whenever you attack an enemy with weak, apply 4 burning. Wow. That's strong. If you have weak. If not, maybe not. Man, Malleable. Malleable's pretty brutal here. The potatoes do nothing. No. Caca. Sun Choke. Deals 7 damage to all enemies. Each weak enemy that takes damage also gains 7 burning. Huh. Some weird conditional stuff here. Do I want a soil sample? Feels like such a weird card. Yeah, where's Shuriken when you need it, right? Although I'd honestly prefer a Ornamental Fan right now. Become Strunk. Alright, Collector. That is your real name. I'm here. And ready to fight. Another aerate. Can definitely kill one of these nerds. Aerate Pruning. Can I Haymaker? There's no way I can kill 2 of them, right? So we go Aerate, Toughen Up. Strike? Yeah. Can we get more crop slots? I don't know if you can. Truthfully, there might be a card that lets you do it, but I haven't seen any yet. Don't like the burning on the potatoes as much as I thought I was going to. Sometimes I need the enemy dead immediately. A bumper crop. Ooh, this turn 2 resummon. That's lucky. That's really lucky. Next 3 times you play a power card this combat, heal 4. Interesting. Take another Krakadon. We're gonna get a free copy of that soon, too. Oh, but Hit the Sack Plus is in my hand. There's so many potatoes. So many potatoes. What squash? I do want the squash. I think I don't play Krakadon, though. Yeah, you're likely to experience some buffering today. Because I'm having problems. And I'm upset about it. Because I thought we fixed this days ago. But apparently not. Means I have some calls to do. Alright, give me double Krakadon. Might be dead next turn, unfortunately. Let's see what happens. Take Heart seems like a really potentially life-saving card right about now. Damn it. Oh, but I can pruning the squash. Hey, perfect. That'll block. Was Krakadon affected by Weaken there? That's interesting. That's really interesting. Something. Oh? Normal. Okay, well, we're not gonna die. That's good. There we go. Vine Ripen. My capture broke? Really? Why? What a strange thing to decide to break in the middle of the fight. Hold on, let me fix that. There we go. That was so weird. Modded Spire decides to do that sometimes. That's hilarious. That wasn't a crash. That was just OBS deciding it wanted to capture a different window suddenly. Couldn't tell you why exactly. Okay. 6 damage, X time. 6 times 3 plus 4 times 3. Am I gonna exactly die here? Not if I iterate. Okay. We live! Though just barely. And next turn's gonna be pretty good for us. Because we have 11 energy. Oh, we get to double take Heart! Gain 12 block, heal 5 health twice. And plant 2 artichokes. Although, what will happen if I try to do that? Hit the sack plus! With 11 energy, yes! Yes. Potions? I don't want to use my potions, I got a Sozu. I'm gonna win this fight without him. Pretty sure that I can, too. I think we'll be fine. One will draw cards. I think we take heart twice first. Oh! Okay, so if we try to... It works exactly like orbs. We threw some spuds away there. Interesting. Artichoke gives us thorns. So I have 2 thorns now. Neat. So that means if I play potatoes, we'll... Oh, man! Oh, that's so nice. Actually. Because it lets me do stuff. Pretty important to be able to do stuff. Dare I say. Seems like I harvested 2 artichokes somehow. I got 2 thorns. Curious. Curious is the Trapmaker's art. I'm not quite sure how to play from here. Like this. Become burned. Can I upgrade a flaming spud? I can! It does 9 damage and inflicts 6 burning. Wow. Seems good. Harvest all of a random crop, gain a random in-season crop. I'll do it. I will do it. 818 block. Crack it on. Wait, I didn't gain 18 block. I'm so confused by that. Your newest clock is mature. Oh, newest crop, not front crop. Good lord. Newest crop and front crop are not the same. That is so confusing to me. Whatever, we live on 1 thanks to our Calcum. It's all good. Phew. Apparently I am dead. Did you guys know that? I am dead. Do we want another Crack of Dawn? I like Volatile Fumes. Wow, Volatile Fumes Plus seems pretty good. But only if we have Weaken. Hi, Dad. I'm Dad. Do we have enough power cards for Bird Feeder to be any good? 5 times. I'm not going to do that. As good as I think that is, I don't want it. We'll skip all of these. Pandora's Box. Transform our Strength and Defend cards is probably great. Or we could take more energy. Take the Pandora's. Hey, we got a Take Heart. This is upgrade too, I wonder. Salty Earth, Culling Strike, Crop Rotation, Bumper Crop, Soil Sample, Corn? Corn? Oh, it just upgrades to 2 cost. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, we need to fight the Burning Elite. So we'll do that. Good luck to our farming adventures. Let's see, if we can kill one of them, that seems pretty reasonable to do. With a Hit the Sack and a Pruning. Yeah, extremely easy to do. Potatoes! Actually, we can get them both? Yes. This is a skill that does damage, so I care about it. Like it's a spiker. Let's plant some crops. Healing is good. These are all attacks. Well, we have Orkunkum, so that's nice. Yeah, I just don't want to play any of that. Biorefinement to try. Probably not going to do anything. What does corn do? Corn draws cards for each one harvested. Okay, so this is why this has an indicator to highlight what you're getting. I understand. So corn drew me a potatoes there. Okay, so we get 2 more squash. I understand. I was supposed to play controlled burn, but I decided not to. I was too interested in growing crops there. God, what's happening? Skip. Almost good enough. It's these nerds! So it's been autumn for an entire run. Does that, like, not change? Or something? Don't really understand how this is supposed to work. At your turn, spend all your unused energy and plant that many random in-season crops. Oh, that sounds fun. Actually does 16, but it... so it's an error on the card display. That makes sense. I'm going to die. Actually, wait. No, I'm not. We're fine. Because we get 24 block that way. Although that's still a ton of damage I'm taking. So I'll take it anyway. Randomly chosen at the start of your run. That makes sense. .33 damage to all enemies. Apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. Okay. Well, then I win. I think we're gonna struggle in the boss fights. 333 gold? Heck yeah, give me a random store next floor. Well, the full heal is kind of tempting. We would have so little max health. Store. That's not a store. That's even more hit point loss, which I'm still gonna look at 3 though. Because cards are great. Blind is nice. Panic button's good. What a trip. Sure. Take the big block stuff. I'm sure it'll be okay. Another deep breath? Ah. We're not getting very much out of cycling the deck at this point. Harvested. Rip Haymaker. Trigger yet. Will trigger. Oh, it does give me Crack of Dawns, that's true. I might be undervaluing Crack of Dawn. I don't think very much of it. Hit the sack of potatoes. Actually, do I want to play Salty Earth here? I probably do, huh? I bet I can just kill. Should be able to just kill. Yeah. Potatoed. Oops. Didn't actually mean to click that. Each time you've harvested this turn. Yeah, hold on, I was saving quit. Oh, that says exit game. Stuff will not be saved. I guess we're stuck with it. Cool. Progress does not save. So if we exit the run for any reason right now, we will lose the run. How does the pickling jar work? Every 3 times we shuffle our draw pile, we put a copy of the card in the jar into our hand for free. Pretty cool. Let's look at the Orichalcum block, though. Have I harvested 2 times already? Explain how. Please to explain how. Plant an artichoke. Prune some artichokes. And create spuds. Alright, 40 damage incoming. We have basically no block. Although if crop rotation hits our squash, we'll be okay. So that's cute. So 1 in 3 that we're fine. Hey, we got there. Nice. Pure luck, by the way. Yes, give me a big-ass block card, please. Why are you still here? Great question. Okay, Bumper Crop will draw a card. Aerolate will plant more corn. Corn is mature, so this gives me 18 block. Corn matures at 2 stacks. I understand. Okay. So Area will draw 2 cards as well. Neat. I probably want 2 Haymaker here. This thing vulnerable. Willing to take 4 to do more damage? I am. Okay, and then we win. Somehow survived this fight. Honestly, wasn't expecting us to. Got ourselves a Darkstone Periapt, saying when we obtain a curse, gain more health. Whenever you apply a debuff to an enemy, gain 4 block. That's cool, but I like Aerate plus even more. 13 block plant 2, heck yeah. Lift! Resting is for nerds. Pocket Watch. When we play 3 or less cards on our turn, draw 3 extra cards next turn is very, very strong. Though we're often spamming cards like crazy, so who knows, right? Feels like I have to play this Salt the Earth. Feels necessary. Oh, Burning is a debuff. Oh, that's right. So it is. Didn't even think about that. Just not gonna play those. No, I'm not gonna play that either. Okay. The heck going on here, y'all? The heck? Well, that triggers the pocket watch. So I draw a big ol' hand. Which is good, because I need it. It's like aerate twice, take so much damage. Turns out upgraded block cards just don't quite cut it in Act 3 when you're fighting a +4 strength Reptomancer. Good lord. Oh, that's terrifying. It's the big oof. Wait, I can randomly get Take Heart off of Milrees? That should not be allowed. Oh, I'm dead. Ha! I didn't do the math there, right? Oh well, a nap sounds good indeed. GG. GG. G heckin' G. Oh, and Farmer has actual unlocks. Oh, so new crops available with new seasons. Spinach to give us strength. Artichokes for thorns, and of course squash for block. Neat. Very neat. So I imagine which ones you're shown depends on the run. Huh. Cute. Very cute. Alrighty, well, we're not that late into the broadcast, but I think I'm going to wind things down early so that I can call my ISP. Because I should not still be having issues. So it's on to the next step of troubleshooting for me. Good times. Good times. We'll be back tomorrow. Not later than 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully. We'll see. I may have a technician out tomorrow. But, yeah. If there's an interruption of some sorts, I'll let you all know. Through Discord. Which, if you want to stay updated with the latest going on stream, Discord's the way to go. Ta-ta for now, everybody. Have a good night. And I'll see you all next time. Thanks for tuning in.